Let's see what's on BET. Oh, lordy lord. Oh, shake it to the right. Shake. You boys cover your eyes. Shake. Got to leave something to the imagination. That's just showing too much booty.
Hello everyone, my name is Moeg, and I'm a lover of metaphysics, psychology, philosophy in general, the arts, music, all that good stuff. A proper intro is due, but that can wait. Today we're going to be talking about hypersexuality. I can't hold my tongue any longer. It's not hard for anyone with a Wi-Fi connection to search up anything in the world, and it's even more of an interesting subject now that AI is involved, where we can generate anything and everything that we can come up with in an instant. My worry is that if we don't address hypersexuality or over-sexualization in general, that we will have huge ramifications that we won't be able to come back from. Scrolling, you read a response, you just so happen click their page and whoa, what would you do? Look at that, they have an OnlyFans. Wow, who doesn't? I'm pretty sure your first grade teacher has an OnlyFans. I really hope they don't. Please don't find out. But you get what I'm saying. Isn't it kind of odd? Is it kind of odd? I think it's kind of odd. I think it's kind of odd. Isn't that odd? It's kind of weird. We should start asking the questions. Do we really feel empowered when we commodify our bodies? Is it really empowering to engage with hookup culture? Is it really, truly empowering? Now, this is all my opinion, and the last thing I want to do is to offend anybody. Like, I would never want to offend anyone, but if we don't take a good look on why we do what we do, including this here topic, then my gosh, you're influencing other people, you're influencing yourself to do these exploitative actions. It's just something that we really have to be for real about. BFFR, be for real. Now, I believe that there's no amount of money that can make me want to commodify my body. I don't get any validation from showcasing my body in an overt sexual manner. And I also want to reiterate that sexuality is not evil. It's never just blatantly evil. When it's hypersexuality and when it's invasive in almost every social media platform, I can't help but just be disgusted by it. It is so perverse in how it's handled, and it's so widespread. It makes me want to second guess even going on these social platforms. I think about people who develop fetishes or odd feelings about sex because of too much or early exposure, as indicated in this interview uploaded by Soft White Underbelly.
I compromised nervous system, bioelectric system, whatever, is what prepared me for falling for porn so much. And what really led to my descent in porn was I watched a horror movie, an autistic 13 or 14-year-old. So parents always have to be careful of what their children are watching so they won't fall into the gaps that I've fallen into. And a big one is what I would call digital molestation, Fundamentally, there's just a laptop, and it's just the child that's looking at the laptop. So it's hard to put the blame on someone else because, well, it's him that's doing it largely.
A lot of people think it's empowering to do sex work, but selling your body or salacious images of yourself is desensitizing you from sex and your body because you are willing to objectify yourself. Even the promise of making millions, it's still not something that I don't think anybody should participate in because it is exploiting men and women, and that's irreversible psychological damage. I personally believe that sex is a sacred concept. Life can come from sex, and it's nothing to take lightly. Everyone is screaming to have ownership of their bodies and, for the government to get out of the decision making when it comes to our bodies, especially with women, but nobody is championing us to actually respect our bodies. before anyone starts talking and saying, oh, Moeg, you're going to become a modesty channel. Oh my God, you know, you're going to get a, what do Christian autumn women do? I don't know. Who knows? But no. I'm not even saying you should cover up and, you know, head to toe, nothing showing, not even ankles or shoulders or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we should be intentional when it comes to sexuality. Come on. We have pride parades that showcase kink. Of course, children are there. Why are we exposing children to these things? Like naked bodies, when obviously they're not going to be aware of it. It's just such a, in like bondage, right? It's like people are walking around with bondage. It's like reminiscent of Balenciaga and that whole saga. Like nobody is talking about that anymore. I don't know how that was able to just be swept under the rug. Like nobody's going on about how like they have court documents talking about AI generated CP and that artist who depicted children in a terrible, disgusting manner. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I think it's a beautiful thing to showcase who you are. But when you do things like wear bondage or you're completely nude and you're doing sexual things, it's like it goes completely out of the boundary. Parent to teach their children about sex in a manner that's not abusive. How about we just say that? You know, it's just straight up, that is abuse. That is abuse. I am a chicken nugget. Like, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. And I guess I'm just tired of people making sex out to be a casual thing. There's so much guilt that comes from it, so much trauma that comes from it. And I'm even talking like outside of religion, like religious guilt. We need to have protection to make sure that we don't have any diseases. Like there can be imbalances, you know, depending on certain circumstances. And it's just so crazy to me that we're able to be casual about it. And, oh, you can't slut shame, you can't do this, you can't do that. But it has to be sacred enough for people to hold themselves accountable with how they react to it or how they interact with it. Are you following me? Are you getting what I'm trying to put down? Are you getting? And I think the more intentional you are with it, the better. I know there's a lot of people who are hypersexual that have experienced trauma. I mean, that's just how people react to certain things. It's either you shun it completely, you don't want to express it at all, or you express it to the extreme. Like it's always like, it's never a balance. And a book I recommend heavily is John Bradshaw's Homecoming. It's also a program on YouTube. Actually, I'll link it. It's so powerful, and it might be a little bit overwhelming for people who are just sensitive with topics like this. So if you feel like you're uncomfortable or you need to take a break, please do. Those videos are going to be there when you're ready. And I don't necessarily think that you even have to believe in a higher power to find the connection of sex to be sacred. I think it's a very intimate thing. It's extremely intimate. Like, can we at least like hold it in the regard that it deserves to be? The concept of pair bonding, species and all that, you know, biology stuff, it's like we decrease our chances of pair bonding and actually having an intimate connection with whoever we're in a relationship with, the more we decide to be promiscuous. And that's not cool. Like, I mean, like, you know, the red pill manosphere. Oh, men, we're here to conquer. Yeah, we're gonna sleep around. Yeah. Brother, you're gonna desensitize yourself. You don't want to desensitize yourself. No. It takes the fun out of everything. Right? There's a reason why Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is such a cultivated book in the self-help area. And it's because he talks about a concept of sexual transmutation. This is so important because he talks about how it's directly correlated with our creative energy and how we can take that willpower and channel it in more conducive ways. And I love the concept of him directly saying that this energy can correlate to wealth, or riches, however you want to. I think the esoteric meaning of wealth is greater than rich. Rich is like physical, like monetary gains, and wealth is every aspect of your life being abundant. And that's basically what he states in the book. It says, these statements of the virtue of sex energy should not be construed as justification for the libertine. The emotion of sex is a virtue only when used intelligently and with discrimination. It may be misused, and often is, to such an extent that it debases instead of enriches both body and mind. I mean, come on now. What can you say after that? Basically, I believe our society is experiencing decadence, and that is the cultural decline when it's like excessive indulgence. We everybody's seen Wall-E here, right? You've seen Wall-E. Everybody knows about the 1920s, right? Decadence. And you know what came after 1920, right? The 1930s? Okay, I'm just saying. Do you see the correlation? I need y'all to know that I'm here. If y'all not following me, I'm here. And I'm here to walk with you. If you get left behind, you really. And when it comes to music, especially, don't get me started. When it comes to music, there is no nuance, no metaphor, no literary devices used. Everything is just blatant. It's just suffocation is what it is. Just suffocation. It's so funny because like there's no room for like nothing anymore. Especially female rap. It's like you're either a soft core corn artist. You're a softcore corn artist, and if you're not going to be successful. You're not going to reach any success, any heights, if you're not showcasing your body. And it's so insane to me because like I'm sure. And I've seen it. There's talented women that don't want to showcase everything, that don't want to kind of sell their souls. No shade, no tea. And it's just discouraging. It just makes me like not even want to step into that space anymore because it's not creative anymore to me. And I see some creatives here and there, and I'm not bashing anybody in particular because I do like some, women rap or whatever, but it's just too much. It's too much at one time. You know what I'm saying? I can't even like enjoy it. And to me, I don't think anybody will hold themselves accountable for their future actions. To me, it's kind of insane that children are allowed on sexually suggestive music video shoots. I think it's crazy that some children get record deals talking about it. Like, it's so insane to me, and it's so prevalent that it's upsetting. And I remember I saw an advertisement of somebody taking a video of a pool party or whatever, and there was a small child being twerked on by a grown woman. And if people don't realize that that's like sexual abuse, blatant in the open, my God, where are we? What is the point? Like legit, like what will be the point of engaging in any type of society? And you know what? I'm not even a negative person, but when I see stuff like that, it just makes me lose all hope. It makes me lose all hope, and it makes me want to make this video and talk about it and make it more widespread because it's just I'm not gonna be a silent bystander no more. I guess the worst part is that we reward this type of behavior and we cheer it on and we don't think anything of it, and it's fine because like, oh child, like I was doing worse, I was this age. And of course, as a Michael Jackson fan, I have to bring him up where like, every 5 minutes or so, because if I don't, then I will feel bad internally. Michael made music that wasn't perverse, and a good example of that is that Rock With You. Wasn't written by him, I don't think. I had no idea it was about love making, but it was not like overly sexual, like over the top and describing disgustingness and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't perverse. It wasn't perverse in any way, and he was able to reach audiences like widespread. It was a good song. It was a great record, and I don't care about even going deeper and being more creative. It doesn't matter, because the more shocking it is, the more sensationalized it is, the more it gets promoted. And it just makes me upset, because thinking about, his name is Adib, on the Soft White Underbelly interview, he describes digital molestation. And it was so insane to me, because when I saw it, I was like, this is so crazy, because it's exactly true. He's saying the abuser, in a physical sense of SA, they might go away after a while, or they might get jailed or whatever. You might be able to confront them one day, but digitally you can't do that. It's always there. And it rocked my world, because it's almost like people who have addictions. When it's physically there, it's hard to get rid of it. But if you have discipline, if you have friends, hey, I can't do that, I don't want to do that anymore, okay, you're able to uproot and change that behavior. But the fact that you can just click on something and see it, and it just really, it bugs me, and it's so bad. And I just hope we're able to move forward as a society and really think hard, long and hard about how we navigate the internet, how we're going to go about this new AI situation, and just, my God, make sure that we don't expose our children to things that could really cause irreversible damage. So I hope I didn't offend anybody. I hope you can still enjoy your hot girl summers and your city boy summers. And I'm not saying that, to be snarky. I am saying it to be snarky. But no, I'm so serious in what I say, and I really feel so strongly about it. And I kind of want to wash my eyes with soap, because I know I'm going to have to clip disgusting things in this video so you can understand what I no, but if you disagree with me, I don't really care, to be honest. But I'm curious to know your comments. If you agree, disagree, whatever, I want a conversation to be started, because I think this is important. So yeah, and I know it's such a broad topic, it's so many avenues that we can really go down, but yeah, I just want to thank everyone for watching this. And if you would love to subscribe, that'd be great. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And if you wish to immensely be grateful for, you can donate on my PayPal to support this channel so I can have more videos coming along. Please forgive me. I have awful stage fright. Don't make fun of me. Thank you.